LOTUS once again for the side of PRX. Talking about, how do you get a read on this team? Teams have been able to do it on this map in the past. You think about Gen G going up against each other in that grand final. This is one of those maps that Gen G was able to take away from PRX. So while they still are incredibly strong on it, there are weaknesses that can be exploited.
Well, I mean, this is, again, just like Split, a very important side here for G2, because usually on their LOTUS, which is very, very good, they're 4-1 in stage 1. It's this attacker side that gets it done, like most of the world. However, going up against PRX, they're tricky.
Ooh,
they love to isolate fights.
This lurk from Jonah is absolutely gorgeous. Forward at Mound, something not ready for it at all. Fantastic headshot coming across. Now things very much slowed down. Silence here. As PRX do have a 3-man stack over here towards A. They hear the Prowler checking back rubble. Ping's coming down, but G2 seemingly not satisfied with this, so they themselves also going to drift away.
It is a bit hard on the early part of the round to read off of just killing something. A lot of times it's going to be like Forsaken or Divide backing him up, so you got to be worried about that. If something gives it away over on this A site, and so therefore they've got enough info. Leaf's able to sit there behind Mound long enough, doesn't get any other attention. And he says, guys, I'm pretty sure C is open. Let's make a try. And they read it correctly. Nicely done here by G2 to start this pistol.
Vision now coming through, but do they read Leaf's position at the moment just outside of B? Tucked away. The spike plant comes in. Looks like they're starting to swing. They're starting to watch for it, but he still puts one down. Forsaken, taken out. How much more damage can he deal? The double push coming through. They're able to flush him out, but out. Trade back as Jing ends up falling. Mindfreak finding Jonah P. Paranoia not going to be connecting, but door still has to be retapped. 2v3 with Icy tagged up. PRX look to try to retake this C site for themselves. Mindfreak wary about the corner, sends it there, but everybody playing on the site itself. Push up over the top. Trent find the headshot, takes out Divine. Mindfreak being encroached upon as Icy comes down over the top. Kill's going to be found, and that's going to be G2 picking up another pistol.
Phenomenal mid-rounding here from G2. Kind of understanding some of the lack of information that they're getting and putting the pieces together to know that they can make it go towards that C site. And it all starts with that opening pick by Jonah P. This is a huge win. I don't think something really anticipated that he had already gotten to that side of the mound. He's kind of got caught with his pants down a bit there. And yeah, it's gonna bother Alex. I mean, you and I are used to seeing that. That's a common occurrence in Pacific.
For anybody who hasn't watched PRX, in which case, welcome to Valorant. They've been here for a while. This is normal.
Yes.
You don't have to be concerned. Might have to be concerned though. As that's going to be a double kill coming through here for Icy, down to 20 HP, but still solid value found with that stinger. 2 solid picks as Jing still just sat back behind the box just outside Baby Door, Frenzy in hand. See what kind of damage he can really deal. Something wanting them to push over towards him. But Trent banging through the box, gets the headshot, gets some follow-up damage there on a Forsaken, setting up for the easy kill for Jonah P. Now it's just going to be an orb take here for something, see what kind of damage he can deal, but still a turret, noting him. I don't know exactly where he's at. Dash at the ready as the plant will come through. Icy gonna be getting himself just past the halfway point towards that showstopper.
It's so good from G2. They're so well coordinated with pushing and pulling, taking turns to trade. Well, can't quite find the connection.
He's gotta be ready for this forward presence, and he is. Snappy with that headshot. So he looks to deal a little bit of increased damage. Swing out, gets himself a second. 1 HP, another shot down at the corpse. Some more shots down at the corpse and says, okay, I'm ready. Come take me. Phantom will be carried over. G2 will start off 2-0.
Okay, something is going to get his, but this is just a great start for G2. I love the way they're working the map, being really methodical, using those high pen weapons to great effect through the boxes, all the things that you would want. I mean, yeah, that's pretty darn nasty something. But it's
clean with it.
Yeah, it's just really impressive for G2. I love the way they played these last couple of rounds. It's good mid-rounding, and in this round, it's just good coordinated play. Kind of suss out where PRX was setting up their defenses. Now you don't get much attention over at A. And they're going to try to make a push towards mid. Oh my god. Making so much noise as PRX.
Yeah. Swing out, nothing spotted. And then G2 swing their way back in towards B. He's retaking this space. Prowler the guide, and something dead. Leaf with a headshot. Outlaw opening things up once again over here towards C. Nano out just to try to clear some space. There's no real util you have to be worried about. Not playing KJ on the opposite side.
That's huge.
Just trying to check an angle.
They're winning those battles against something over at Mound, and that opens up the map so much more. Makes it so much more difficult for PRX to find any lurks or flanks or anything like that. So much space is under G2's control.
And look at this rotation. I mean, PRX, they fully bought into this C hit for the time being. Now the approach slowly creeping up over towards A. Mindfreak sending out that paranoia. Now needing the TP out to safety. Gets himself in towards backside. Safe for the moment, but approaches here on multiple fronts, and that's going to be Icy swinging in from the right, catching him completely off guard. Kill found, and now in a 3v5 where you have to retake the call to save. It looks like it's already been done. Divine inching forward, seeing if he spots anything else out here, but G2, they're going to be converting this bonus, and this is a fantastic start for the squad.
They're playing great. I love the way that they're working the map, taking their time a little bit at the beginning, and then isolating players, able to just kind of bully their way through. Devi trying to do some damage on the way out. Good fault line to set him up.
Fault line sent, but it will be instantly traded. Can't hold over that weapon, so now just two, just Forsaken and Jing. Sat back, gonna try to maintain these weapons. Forsaken, surely he doesn't swing the challenge. We'll just back away, stay tucked there at upper. Here's the push. Oh, he goes for last second, but is able to go ahead and hold on to his weapon. But 3-0 start, G2. This is everything you want to see for this American squad after what we witnessed on Split.
Yep, and they've got a showstopper to boot. Great opening shot from Leaf. Just completely.
Right there.
And now you get to mostly for the side of PRX. And that showstopper as well. Something to be accounted for. But now PRX looks like they might want to challenge this Rubble space.
Chucked in. Nothing significant going to be found there.
Jing just trying to play an angle where maybe he can catch the showstopper out of the air.
Mindfreak in behind here. Swing off the corner. Jonah P going to be taking low. Showstopper now going to be coming in. Mindfreak able to find one, but Icy takes out Trent. Some friendly fire to be found as the flash coming through. Divine trying to steady the aim. Eventually he's able to find that headshot. And now Leaf arrives. Puts one down. Nanoswarm. They're at back Rubble, forcing Devi out into the open. The Classic to try to find the kill, but he cannot. Devi will collect 3 as PRX get themselves on the board.
Opts to re-challenge Rubble and pays the price. It's that util coordination from the Breach and the Omen makes it so difficult behind that. And it's just Devi so aware. Gets a good flash for himself as that Sky.
Angry at the start, calm at the end.
That's the thrifty reaction.
Again, big presence here towards A from G2. Slow creep up towards this orb. Survivor Seekers at the ready. On the way from the Nightfall here is Trent, but looks like they just want to contact up into the site. Swing on the corner, Jink spotting. Paint Shell sent to try to slow them up. Paranoia gonna be sent through by Devi. Playing off the back of that fault line, catches Fallon. Jing now all the way in behind Rubble. Takes out Leaf, takes out another. Looks to try to find Trent, but Trent will finally put him down by dead. Entry coming through. Forsaken not ready for it. Mindfreak able to get one. Now, 2 duelists getting ready to duke it out. 30 HP here for Icy. Needs to have the headshot. Needs to be snappy, but he can't quite make it happen. Still, solid damage dealt here. G2 damn near taking away every single weapon from the PRX camp, but they will be able to find the second round win.
I mean, Jing is just unreal. The timings that he'll take on those blast packs is just, it's otherworldly. It's ethereal. The way that he finds these openings and can recover so fast. And he's just so snappy, almost gets a third. And then something had a very weak Icy to deal with just a Guardian. An opportunity for Icy potentially, but very tricky situation.
The contrast
between
how the players are vibing on stage and Alex watching from behind. Probably even more frustrated because you can hear them being happy and cheerful.
Yeah, and Forsaken's like, Jing, you got 3 kills, good job. And Alex, meanwhile, you're making mistakes.
So Jing looking for more. Very aggressive Space take there from him, does pull back. Now sight's gonna be turned over towards B. Quick clear here on the Prowler. He's just trying to check that forward corner, make sure that no one's gonna be tucked away.
Yeah, G2 looking to see if they can maybe isolate a fight or set up a 2v1 against something. Has to back out because of that haunt. And they are going to try to make a push, but again, it's that tucked in position of Leaf. Let's see if this time PRX remembers. Oh, they do.
Looking for it, yeah, Forsaken able to get that kill. Leaf gonna be taken down. And something still, Jiggle peeking back over here by IC. IC up on top of the wall with the Prowler. That's gonna be enough to force something out, so he actually doesn't fall for the trap. Just pulls back into the site. Final Seeker gonna get cleared up.
The Seekers just mega trolled. All three of them went towards Jonah P. I guess they had to because of the door.
A dangerous jump because a dangerous challenge, but he still comes out on top. Icy, dead. The paint shell not getting much damage dealt. Valen now at 1. Jumping a little bit whippy there with the spray. Sends out the snake bite. Forsaken does have to tuck back around the corner, but now Devi continues to try to hold them here. Ed will be able to do so now. They have this 50-50 set up. Devi not even needing the reinforcements, not needing the flank. Gets a second as Trent does fall, and now it's just Valen trying to hold on to that weapon with 1 health.
Yeah, just good proactive play here from PRX, clearing that corner where Leaf was hiding. Doing a really nice job this time remembering problems that occurred previously. And they're just doing a great job of holding the line at the front of B. Yep, just 1 and done. I love that. And then they use a Hawk to check. Don't get any confirmation on it. I mean, something is gonna hit those shots. He's just built like that.
Bit different.
And Devi, so sturdy as always. I mean, just what a year he's been having. Just absolutely incredible. Devi has been so good for PRX for the last 2 years. But this year again, he's just been absolutely wonderful.
Look at this forward space take here from the side of PRX. Clear out on the boom bot. Paint shells just going to be exchanged on either side. It's now Nightfall going to be coming through. And PRX quickly do make their departure. This is just a util dump with everyone walking away completely unscathed.
You don't get much out of that Nightfall. You do get another orb. You still have the lockdown.
Flash out, Mind Freak pushing on the back of it, is able to collect 1, but Icy Trent responding in kind. Trent gets himself a second. Ching trying to push forward. It's going to be shut down now. It's all on something. Last man standing in the 1v2. The lockdown also available. They're going to hightail it over to A. Should have a decent timing on the ult. Something's reading this, knows where they're going to be headed. But can he clutch it out? Oh, it's going to be stacked against him. Leaf playing that first contact, staring in towards stairs here. Tucks back. Turret set up. Something spotting it. Just trying to inch forward, take as much space as he possibly can before alerting. Swings in, gets the headshot, lockdown. Not going to be in play. Rush around the backhand side, looking to peek in towards tree, spots nothing, but now he knows it's going to be approaching in from main, especially as the Prowler comes in. He wants the fight. Sees, connects. Time ticking. He wants this kill before he goes for the defuse. He swings in, he's able to find it. Something clutches it out, and PRX will take the lead.
Unbelievable. I mean, this is just a straight aim duel on Mound, and G2 comes out ahead. Kind of an over-aggression, I think, from Devi there with that last peek in a 2v1, but that gives something an opportunity to go to the other side. He's so quick with the rotation again. And he gets the info immediately as he gets over there. He hears the bunny hopping, he hears the door open from tree, and then he gets to see where the turret comes. So he's able to isolate these fights. That's so smart from something, and very aware of his situation and the timings that he has to push Trent. Trent threw literally every piece of util he had at him and still couldn't buy enough time.
And it was still Trent who was doing his damnedest at the beginning of the round. Those 3 kills that got him into that position, having that advantage was on his back. Just can't quite close the PRX now in the lead by 1 round. Leaf again. It's just his happy place. Tucked away, listening for these rotations. In the meantime, Icy entering over in towards C. Showstopper out. As there's the aftershock, they're still aware of it. And they flash him right into the damage. They flush him out. And they say, you're not getting away with it again. Hit invested, however. They're trying to make things a little bit more difficult, but Showstopper in the corner. That's going to be a double kill. Ching picks up Balance, picks up Icy. Paint shell lobbed in. Jonah P. Just trying to play elusively, trying to play quietly, shorting out in hand. Fault line across, Jing pops his way in, pops his way out, he finds him! A three-piece, the cleanup, and PRX broadening the lead in flawless fashion.
They're unbelievable. They're absolutely unbelievable. The speed at which they can play is unmatched sometimes. This is just one of those rounds. They do a good job early. Mind Freak abandons the site. They isolate this kill with the aftershock and the flash, and then Jing finds the showstopper, blinded by the paranoia, still hits two, and then knows that likely he's got a player, Jonah P, just near him, switches to the shorty, takes it down. So aware, our PRX, and it's gonna be a timeout for G2 as they looked so good getting that bonus Achilleos, getting those first 3 rounds. Since then, 5 in a row for PRX.
I gotta do him like that. This man's playing a solid game right now. Well, timeout gonna be called here from G2. It's a very solid start with the run back. 5 consecutive here for PRX. Building up that momentum here on Lotus once again. Very scary prospect, especially considering that this is the defender side to start.
Right, and this is usually the better side of the map for G2, is this attacker side. At least so far this year. This is where they've been doing their damage, and it looked like they were. And I mean, I'm very impressed with G2 here today. They're oftentimes able to go blow for blow, but when you get dragged down in the mud with PRX, this happens to everybody, happens to every team. They just can kind of outthink you and outplay you in the heat of the moment.
Yep.
That's what makes him so tricky. And Jing's, these blast packs he's having today are some of the best I've seen all year. And that's saying something, because we've seen some good ones, but he's finding these unbelievable timings. That showstopper was ridiculous.
Gorgeous from him. Still no operator here in sight. As things bouncing back into front line. Yep, no, Icy still has his. Icy's on the opposite side of the map. He's doing a little bit of trolling and leave. Doing a lot of damage. Able to find Forsaken. Getting some revenge for himself there after the previous round. But now Valen going to be taken down. Man advantage here for the side of PRX, and weapons not able to be recovered here.
Are they going to invest in Nightfall? That's the big question for me right now for G2.
Tap onto the door. The approach getting ready to come through. It might be a bit of an overcommit from them, but now Trent finding a kill. Shuts it down. Re-swing in. Jing hesitating for a moment, but now entries in around the back, finds the first one. Blast pack to try to offset, continues to swing in. It works a treat. Icy collects that kill. Now a 2v2 out in the open though. Divine collected the first, can't quite find it, but now into the 1v1, but Jonah P's just so damn low. Mind Freak, it's served up to him on a silver platter. Time decently close. G2 a solid effort off the back of the timeout, but it will be PRX getting themselves up to 6.
I mean, again, it's good patience. Devi waiting, expecting that aggressive push from Valen. Try to gain a little bit of space, able to cut that down. They trade 1-for-1 with Leaf. Again, they're reading those positions that Leaf was trying to tuck into pretty well. But he this time has a Sheriff in hand and just hits a great shot. Then they come through and it's Jing again. Hits a blast pack right as he anticipates that fade util coming. He gets right over that C's, gets in the back line, and they have no idea. And it throws the round completely awry for G2. As good as they played that round, Jing just played it better.
Oh, paranoia, the fault line in, but Valen's still going to be standing tall, finds both kills. Jing, Mind Freak now going to be taken down, Divide dead on the back end. Rolling Thunder committed. Something in ahead of Jonah P is able to get the catch there on to 1, but do they suspect the player from behind? It's like something does. Can he do anything about it is the question. Continues to swing in, he's going for this. There's something wide swing, and Jonah's having none of it. He just waits for him to stop dead in his tracks, and he does take him down. A solid and clean reply here from G2, breaking the win streak of PRX.
That is the something swing. Just a great positioning here from Valen, unaccounted for. Yeah, that paranoia hits a lot of players, but Valen doesn't get hit, so it makes it easy for him to just cut PRX down as they try to push that angle. Incredible. Great read.
Yeah, and
anticipating the aggressiveness, and yeah, he doesn't like it.
Fairly costly as well, the Rolling Thunder. I mean, committed after 2 players that had already been taken down.
That's true.
Something now. Does get the operator into the mix. Quick break on the baby door there from Forsaken. Paranoia across, a little bit of damage going to be found there off the paint shells. As it's just blind spray across. Jing, quick exit.
How does he know?
Dodges out on that season. I don't know. He just knows that it's coming his way.
Just incredible. the senses he has. Just the unbelievable reaction time.
But all this effort, it's just to try to push them over towards something. He gets the leg shot on the Trent, but he cannot confirm the kill. Nightfall connecting the Prowler on the chase. He's got to clear it out. He's got to backpedal, but he cannot. Try to be able to intercept. Stops the exit, takes him down. And now the lockdown sent inside tree.
Right there.
Forsaken in a very committed position. Fault line. Ooh. Now counter spam. Jonah takes him out. The rest of the team have to respect this ult.
Scout destroyed.
No malicious spots on the one. A reposition necessary there from Trent. Drops back down.
Shadows traveling.
PRX though. Cash decent on a lot of the players. Do they actually commit in for this retake? The 3v5 Snakebite to go ahead and further delay, and IC on a very deep line all the way back. Here behind Rubble. Waiting for his moment. Jake, push up into smoke, he's able to find one. Tries to backpedal out. They know Icy, but they should know as well that this round is over, that this is going to be completely unsavable. With Divine out, Quantum a bad position, does get taken down. Mind Freak able to put two down. And Valen will be the last one to survive. But cash-wise, G2, they are flush with it. Now they get themselves up to 5.
Yeah, this is a great execute here from G2, using that Nightfall to keep something guessing. He decides to stick around before he clears the Prowler, and he pays the price. Very nicely timed. Wait for that shot, and then they swing around the corner. Just reading the positionings here at PRX. Off of that fault line, they're able to kind of guess that Forsaken's going to go back upstairs, take him down. Very nicely done by G2.
Got him, my boy.
And now they have a chance to make this even in this half. Icy one away from a showstopper. Oh my god.
Ching, oh my god, sniped out of the sky as Icy comes up with 2. Tag down to 30, but still alive and well. What a shutdown. Just picking him out of the sky. Something now on the opposite side of the door, the showstopper. Just escort them forward here onto this B site. Tap of the door. Icy dead, but finds himself another elimination. And Mind Freak now, last one standing, cannot make it happen. We are tied up at 6-6.
Yeah, a great bounce back here from G2. After PRX strung so many rounds together, they're able to answer right back at the end. Finally get their footing. Finally start working together well as a team. Winning some of these opening exchanges again. And that's just insanely good shooting from Icy, the rookie, getting it done there. With the transfer onto the second. Gets the showstopper, gets the third. Awesome stuff from Icy.
Incredibly solid round to bring us to complete parity between these teams. Tied up 6-6. Players will take a moment, take a breather here during the halftime. But for now, let's zoom in a bit more on Jonah P with our Omen player moment.
Yeah, this is Jonah P from G2 Valorant. I mean, honestly, I wanted to win this game extremely bad. Not only to get us into playoffs, but we had a Berlin boot camp back in December, a while back, and Heretics, we scrimmed them quite a bit. They destroyed us, but yeah, it was not very clean from us, and you know, but just making that comeback and having that, you know, storyline for us, it felt great. We're not known for making big comebacks like that. We're known for the reverse, choking 9-3s, 8-4s, 10-4s, you name it. Like, we have so many games like that, so having that 9-3 comeback on the third map just felt great.
Oh, wait. That's a really good fault line.
Jonah P in a 1v3. All staring at elbow. Benji Fishy will fall, make it to an ace to potentially close the map. Can he pull it off? They're both right there. The spam onto the first, they're both weak. He's gonna connect it all!
It kind of makes sense why people underestimate us. Like, our regular season was pretty inconsistent. And, you know, if you're an inconsistent team, you're going to get, you know, some criticism, which is totally fair. So, yeah, just coming to this event, we don't really care what people say. We're just focused on why we're being inconsistent and, you know, just every day work to be better and work to fix those mistakes that we make.
Working on the consistency, working on getting better, and right now we've been seeing that in real time, from the run back on split to now being dead even on PRX's map pick of LOTUS. They'll swap sides, but this is where they need to be the most prepared. That attack half getting ready to come in here from PRX.
And they had a solid defender side against Heretics despite losing the map. They went 5-5 before it was closed out by Team Heretics. So certainly G2 can get this done, and you know, with that extra sentinel there, gonna give you an extra layer of defense. You know, is PRX Going to be able to clear it. It's not like they're unfamiliar playing against this comp. It's what most people run.
Here.
MDA site. The turret to alert here. Now a triple push out of B main. No, double back here. Is Valen not going to be joining in? Turret recalled, the alarm bot. Still set up.
Look at this flank.
Are they going to be ready for this crunch from behind? Shots coming across. Trent is giving up the game and he can't confirm the kill. Just a minor amount of damage dealt there. Something noting one. Spotting out Icy back over here towards the spawn. Swings out wide. Valen trying to get the kill and he can. Down to 5 HP as Paint Shell connecting. Forsaken has to drop back.
Right there.
He himself tag low. 45 remaining. Bolt line going to be sent. Jing looking to swing off that one, but nothing really going to be noted for now. He's just keeping Icy held back. Jump across the way. It's going to be Valen collecting another one as Mindfreak dead. Valen with 3. Divide gone. Jing put down and Forsaken can't find anything. A 4K for the IGL as G2. They will take the other pistol round here in this map.
What a retake here for G2. Just on their horse off the rip, just reading that. PRX isn't going to change direction if they give up that space on A. And they're just pushing through attacker spawn as fast as they can, and they're hitting some great shots. And he got flashed down to 5 HP, and then he's still able to win these battles. Unbelievable, Valen. Unbelievable. Huge 4K for him. And, I mean, PRX just couldn't hit their shots. That's all there was to it, to be honest.
Free sight, trying to get into that post-plant situation, but just picked apart one after the other. Let me see. Triple Bulldog purchase here coming through from the side of G2. Stinger Inspector alongside that is Forsaken. Gonna try to escort them forward here on to see something getting a little bit of damage. Just get the headshot there on the lead. He'll be knocked down to 46. Spots out Jing, who swings around the back, Bucky in hand, able to find one, but Valen puts an end to that. Entry power now taken away. Bucky into the hands of the Devise. The plant tapped for a moment, but not committed to.
I have the spike.
Give it over to Mindfreak. See if they can set their positions up with this Bucky. Do some more damage with it. Great sees.
As Yep sees in, looking for the kill on the Paint Shells, and Divine now dead. That Spectre is left stranded on the floor, and Forsaken, he can't get over to it. Mindfreak, he doesn't want to move a muscle. Push up into the smoke, just looking to try to play a timing, looking to get a catch. He cannot. And Icy, despite being dazed up, headshot into the kill. Leaf the only casualty. G2, they'll move up by 2. Now 8-6.
Yeah, just brilliant stuff here again with their util combos. Yeah, you lose a player to the Bucky, but so what? That Seize Nade combo works a treat there, isolating Devi and Mindfreak on the back of the site, so they can't really get much done. Devi gets taken out by it. It's just so nice here from G2. You can see the confidence starting to flow for this G2 squad. They're starting to play together, and that's when things get a little bit scary here. PRX, it's looking a little bit off at times on this map. Looking to grab a judge here for Jing. It looks like to me they're gonna consider a pretty big C hit as Rebel control completely taken.
Device is dead off the rip. Leave with the peek out. Outlaw in hand. He'll shrug off that damage taken. And Smoke now try to stave off this push. Probably checking outside of B there from Trent as well. Now for these rotations to start to come through. Entry in. They know that the site is clear, but Leaf still tucked away here at Waterfall. Fishing for that shot. Backs away just in time. Something unable to get that hit coming through. Flash in deep. He swings out, but still can't steady the aim. Trent claims 2. His Mindfreak taken down. Forsaken gonna be scouted, spamming away, trying to keep himself alive. Sprays down to 1, but he's running out of bullets. Now it's all of Jing, and as the flank comes in, Valen, he will shut him down. G2 convert the bonus. They move up now, 9-6.
I mean, PRX just trying to push Waterfall one by one, trying to win some of these battles, but the numbers advantage for G2 is there, and they're gonna take another bonus. It's just a little much here from PRX. Kind of just, yeah, getting too aggressive. I agree. Timeout's gonna be needed because that was, you know, the first player, fine. You send something out there, you try to set them up with a flash, totally fine with that. But after that, you might as well just lock them down and try to use that amazing choke point you have where the defenders have to come through Waterfall and just knock them down. And again, these opening picks from Leaf, he is so clean with those snipers. Has been all tournament.
Trent as well, just really shutting down the
Devi just got shit on. I just hit him with
the opening push. As well, he's not necessarily wrong.
He is not wrong at all.
Very solid early kill to be found there. PRX needing to make the most out of these last 15 seconds here on the timeout. Plenty of words exchanged between Alex and the rest of the squad. Can they find that round victory? Looks like they're gonna be forcing up a bit for a full stinger buy. Spoiler alert.
I mean, they're gonna try to do to G2 what G2 does to other teams. Catch them with those stingers, catch them a bit off guard. Icy does have the op. So, power weapon in the hands of G2. No Odin just yet, but gonna be tricky now for PRX. Let's see if they're just gonna go for an explosive B hit. It's being read decently by G2. Got a lot of delay utility in there with the Omen and the Fade. So this could be tricky.
Operator now here for Icy. Situated over towards A, but looks like with this rush, with this buy, they want to just full send it in towards B, but do they rebalance position? And so far, they have not. And now he strikes, finds the first one, Mind Freak, trying to take him down, but ends up falling down, collecting that kill. Going to be, however, going to be overwhelmed. Something dashing away, keeps himself alive and in the mix. As Jing scoops up a Phantom.
Sagan, the lurk towards the spike. It's being watched behind the box by Leaf, and he's making noise.
Noise made, and Leaf able to find that kill, and now they are in such a dire position. Prowler in for the check. Their spots up. Making their positions known. But G2 confident. They know that these players on the other side are so very low, especially with something taking that damage. 12 HP remaining on him.
One enemy remaining.
Just legs just absolutely swept out from beneath him. Something falls, Jing marked. Looking for the reveal, the Prowler up over the top, gets the bite, and Trent will find the kill. Only 2 eliminations found, Spike not planted, PRX not getting that bonus cash, and G2 get to double digits.
Yeah, G2 just reading this hit very, very nicely. Valen's positioning, knocks 2 down, and that's about it. That's basically round over. I mean, yeah, PRX scrappy as heck. Trying to do what they can is something. He gets 2, and then he's able to dash away, try to buy some time and space, but never really able to get comfortable as coming from just about every angle possible. RG2.
One down.
They look very clean right now. PRX is struggling to get anything done on this attacker side.
I don't even necessarily know if they noted the operator, because Icy was just on this A side the entire time. The rest of the team, they were the ones dealing with PRX. Do they know that he has this? Right now he's sat up just watching in towards tree. Gonna try to reinforce Jonah P's position here. Door will full swing shot, 3 tap on it. Trailblazer checking forward, but not scouting him out. Something rushing right into the spider's web.
They've got a great read. G2 is just all over everything PRX wants to do.
Paranoia.
Yeah.
Sure if that got the catch on to both of them. Either way, slowed up. Plant now, getting ready to come in. Jing needs to try to hold here. Outside the baby door, checks close with that. Connection not gonna be found. Trying to be in the meantime. Caught, Mind Freak coming away with that kill. Swing out, dink in, Divide, able to find Leaf. Finishes him off. Just tucks away, eats a little bit of damage there from the paint shells. Fault line now crashing across. Valen gonna be taken down. Jing able to find that. Mind Freak still lingering, still lurking. Finds Trent. PRX will be able to get themselves back on the board, putting up their first round victory here on this attack side.
Yeah, it was a nice job here by Jing to flush out some players to keep them towards Mind Freak's lurk here by Rubble. You can see they use the showstopper, and that's when he strikes. Great patience, great timing, great coordination from PRX. And this time around, they're able to get their feet planted, get the crossfire set up, get this post plant in their favor, find that lurk. That's so successful, but now you got a couple big ults for G2 to consider. Showstopper, Nightfall.
You can turn this around on them really quickly.
Yep.
PRX looking for something a bit pacey here. Something slowed up. Boombot checking forward, but Jonah still statuesque here. Just tucked away.
They just keep doing it, these cheeky positions.
Okay, well, Divide check behind the tree this time around. The push forward, he spotted him, but the paranoia timing is just perfect. Showstopper at the ready. Icy spotting one, sends a Divide down to a sliver. Mind Freak swinging out, finding one, but then taken down. Spike still bring forward now on the floor. Valen shuts it down. And Jing cannot find any more value. G2 get themselves up to 11, not allowing for PRX to string 2 together.
Yeah, these awesome defensive setups that G2 is using are just completely fooling PRX. Every time there's a player in a different spot, and Jonah P can get so much info. The paranoia, so good from Valen. Just love what I'm seeing from G2. They are so on top of PRX in terms of where their util is going to go, where that util is going to be checking, particularly Devi's util. How many times have we seen those Trailblazers not see a player and it costs PRX a life?
Yeah, and corners in general right now very much working against PRX. Second timeout gonna be used. Last one here from Alex. Passing them out to sea and hoping they make it safely across to the other side. For now, G2, all advantages pretty much theirs. 3 ults for PRX available at the moment, but that Nightfall already online for Trent. Lockdown not too far off from Leaf.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna have to be one of the most impressive comebacks, not the most we've seen in this tournament, but because we've seen quite a few of nutty ones, but it would be a very impressive one for sure for PRX. They could string this back, but in my mind, G2 just too good on this map right now. PRX pretty one-dimensional for the most part. One of the few rounds they had success was taking A control and then pivoting towards B. You know, they've tried some explosive hits towards C. They tried just kind of W-king their way into A, and every time there's been an answer from this G2 squad. Let's see, Devi is the Seekers. They're gonna pop them. Are they gonna wait a little bit? They're looking for some attention over towards Rebel, and Devi on his own with the spike. Couple players coming out towards mid.
Double peek out for Taken. I mean, with just a Stinger, can't really challenge against this one. And G2, widely probably gonna be happy. They get the fault line out of him, put that on cooldown. Once again, Trailblazer forward. Checking, not spotting anything though. Jonah P holding up close. He collects 2 kills. Mind freaking something, both taken down. Seek by Sent, but what damage dealt already, and Jonah now just 1 away from having that pit online to make PRX's lives that much more difficult. Forsaken wants to try to get this Rolling Thunder. Now it's just gonna be a back off. Space given over. G2 confident in their retake here in a 5v3.
And they're gonna be coming through the door. Couple different angles, gonna be really tricky. Forsaken trying to get ahead of it.
Trying to get ahead of it, but instead it's gonna be taken down. He and Jing on the floor. Devi, now last one standing. Swings out, finds the first, is not ready for Icy. G2, they're gonna get themselves up to 12. Map point to take us over to Bind.
Just so steady right now from G2. They are just in complete control, and Jonah P at the point of attack wins a 1v2. They're giving him opportunities. You know, they're not swinging together sometimes. You're not trying to maybe go for that something peak there where he goes out first and tries to buy a lot of space, but it's just because Jonah P's just a little bit ahead of it.
Nice.
Takes Mind Freak down, and then, of course, something's going to try to reswing. They're ready for it, but now PRX, a little bit quieted. And there's a ton of ults here for both sides. Nightfall, Viper's Pit,
Could get
D2.
messy.
Yeah,
Get out of my way.
it's going to get messy.
Well, for now, Knives pop something. It's playing off solo towards this C site. All the Killjoy utility set up to try and interrupt him. 100% down, seeing if he can get any movement out of Leaf whatsoever, but Leaf's just staying back. Not sure if that Rolling Thunder is going to be escorting that jet forward, so wants to just go ahead and concede some space for now.
I've got your trail.
Seeker's now going to be sent. Snake bite to try to slow things up. Jonah P going to be noted there over at stairs, and Devi take it down. Jonah P pushing forward, finds that elimination. Now tucks back over towards the stairs position. The Mind Freak as well, knocked down to 36. An immense amount of damage dealt. Jing, hear it drop. Just a bulldog, 3 players on the opposite side. Boombot coming his way, has to be cleared out. They managed to do so. Vault not spotting as the Seas comes out. Now it's going to be the Rolling Thunder to try to push them back. Connections on the multiple, but Pain Shell's not finding the value.
So well timed on that Rolling Thunder.
Yeah, Pit still in play here for G2. Not able to drop that one, but Forsaken finds an opening kill. Valen going to be taken down. Won't use Mind Freak repositioning, gets himself over here by Rubble. Jonah, another kill, a third. Jing dead, something tucked away, finds the first one. Drifting around the backhand side, Knives pulled, finds himself a third elimination. As Leaf trying to hold for the fuse, push onto the corner, the right click, not taking him down, but has the time being bought. Yes, it has. Something clutching out the round as Leaf hightails it away. He will hold onto his weapon, but PRX can hold onto their hopes.
Unbelievable. I mean, just PaperX players start dropping like flies, and I'm just like, okay, we're going to bind. But then something just barely. Crazy stuff here from Jonah P. He is really feeling it right now. And something finally getting those blades to do what he wants to on this map. And there's a fair amount of PaperX fans here in the audience today. Seeing a lot of the purple and pink jerseys.
But it cost them everything. I mean, granted, a lot of commitments there on the side of G2 as well. But Leaf still one away from having that lockdown online. PaperX had to dump everything that they had. And because they all go down, that Outlaw can find value here. Only Forsaken with full armor.
Now they're back to kind of taking their time, spreading the map a little bit, trying to find some of those open areas. Leaf again with this Outlaw. He's been so good. A great flash to clear that angle by PaperX. Now they're going to be able to kind of work their way through. Something going to be the one left behind this time to potentially try to cut off these rotations. There's a toxic screen in the way. Buys a little bit of time for Valen to slide over. Good fault line, it's both.
Connects on the two. They managed to pull back though. Get themselves up the safety, and the Trailblazer doesn't go deep enough to spot them both. Oh, they reposition aggressively forward here. Just jumping, see if he can spot anything. Knows that Mindfreak's gonna be playing up on top of that box, but Mindfreak not giving the time of day, not given the opportunity. Not gonna be peeking out. He spots a pixel out of place. Leaf could absolutely devastate, and he has. Forsaken, dead, lockdown, now online. And there's the investment. Sent through the paint shells, they've been committed. Can't just send those through. They have a tiny little corner to try to tuck away in, but that's gonna have them all corralled together, and Leaf finds himself a second kill. Something now, dead, swing forward, Divine Mindfreak answering back, Divine finding another Ching! Closes out the last 2 kills! And lockdown beat down to PaperX. They stand their ground together. And they keep themselves in this map.
There's nobody but PaperX. I thought that round was done. I thought, again, that we were going to bind. Great shots from Leaf. That angle he takes to give himself that lockdown. Then he finds a second onto something. Able to just see over the lip of the sight. But Jing's so snappy. And now you got a showstopper for Jing. Now you got an opportunity to do some damage. The economy here for both teams. A little bit starting to dwindle for the side of G2. PaperX is in the gutter.
Oh, Forsaken. Ready for the push. G2 not going to give it to him here. Trailblazer instantly cleared over by A. Divine just sending a pop flash, trying to make his exit. Leaf in the meantime, swinging out wider here on the site, seeking target. Showstopper now, the chase through. Jing finds his mark. Leaf gonna be taken down. Forsaken trying to hold 2 at bay. Prowler cleared out, but the Paranoia now gonna be invested. Just spamming here into the corner, nearly finds the shot, but can't quite make it happen. Trent at 27, still gonna be alive as the plant comes in onto C.
Trying to set up for this. Coming from a bunch of different angles. Love these retakes from G2.
2 on the site. Caught the cloak, rotating back around. Nobody else to try to play off the door. It's just gonna be basically a full send through Waterfall. Mindfreak looks to try to hold the line, pushes out, finds the first. Confirmed presence on the rest. He's decayed down to 1. He's waiting for his moment. Trying to TP out, but Jonah takes him down. Swing onto the corner though. Jing still standing here alongside Divine. And Jing once again will put him down. A 3-piece for the Rays. PaperX. They themselves also up to double digits. 2 more rounds for overtime. And timeout for G2.
Yeah, and G2 has been giving up a little bit of extra space. I mean, part of it is also that in the round before this, the util from Jason, from Forsaken, was really good. And he was able to kind of clip 2 players with that breach fault line and buy some space to get them their plants. But the change up from PaperX that I'm liking is they're not over pushing. They're starting to hold angles. They're starting to funnel players of G2 into choke points and take them down. They're doing a good job of accounting for the lurks that are being attempted by G2. That time they tried to send 2 in towards B pillars, but it's read at least by Forsaken, and that causes the wrap where they have to try to go through Waterfall. G2 feels like if Forsaken's there, you know, this flank probably won't get what we want to out of it, so let's just try for a death ball retake of sorts, and it doesn't work out because now PaperX is starting to to really hold the line nicely once they get this spike plant down.
G2 looking to fight back, looking to put an end to this one, take us over to bind. So get focused up on that final map. PRX can continue to persevere. You see the purchase coming through. Money's a bit all over the place here for G2.
Same with PRX. I mean, they have to invest in a Guardian and an Outlaw. That Outlaw for something could.
I mean, he knows that they're going to be half arm on the other side.
Exactly.
Or at least heavily suspects it. They could buy all the way down for it, but with the weaker weaponry, very much is expecting to be able to get some one-taps here. And do they give him the time of day? Jonah P, once again, sat back here at stairs. Ping comes down. PRX cognizant.
Just expecting another one of those hidden players around a corner. It's going to pop out and kill him. This time, Jonah P's pushed a little bit further back.
Smoke coming through. Paranoia. Oh, they get the stun in. There's the push up into the smoke, and Ching able to take him down. That pesky Viper now dealt with. Swing forward here onto the side. Device body one, but Icy catching a nice timing. Swings around the opposite side. Headshot through. Brings it back into a 4v4.
It's a good pivot, but it's being read well by G2.
TP forward in towards B. No, canceled. A little bit of util exchanged here onto the B side. Decay going to be expiring. Jing taking some very aggressive space, but he's only able to find one. Showstopper now here from Icy, spotting. That's something, but only gets a smattering of damage. Cannot confirm that kill. And Icy tagged down to 15. Boombot right into his face. Manages to clear that one out. Something he wants to play this aggressively. And I can't believe that he's going for it. Leaf manages to put him down. Now a 2v3. Tap onto the spike. Some spray across. Swing out Forsaken. Gone to the fuse. Being held. Paint shells in. And Leaf will get the final kill. G2, the timeout works a treat. They take down PRX on Lotus, 13-10. We're going to bind.
Awesome stuff here from G2. Really starting to feel themselves against PRX nicely.
Solid warm-up here, solid run back from G2, not allowing PRX to push this all the way into OT. Now bind, the final map to determine who's going to be walking away victorious, who's going to be staying in the upper bracket.